Interview and job search strategies at work. I'll tell you, working in IT, one of the things that you see is you can see that the jobs are easy, basically, right? Like IT job is so easy, yet there's others who aren't, who can't, and people want to make it so hard. They want to make it so difficult. Like, oh, it's so hard to get a job, or they just put limitations basically, just, and rather than just start doing something, they just say, well, I don't know, and all this other stuff, and I don't know what it is. But that's one of the factors or one of the things you're going to run into in IT is, especially when you see how easy it is to make money in IT, and pretty much it's probably that or sales are probably the only, right now, nowadays, are the easiest jobs to make money, by the way. Anyway, so the major dilemma is this, right? So here you are, you're doing great, awesome IT job, and all you want to do is just show people how easy it is to get an IT job, right? And I don't know, that's the biggest frustration actually. So, because here you are, you can see it, but you know that other folks like, oh yeah, I need a job, and you like tell them, yeah, this is how, just get a job in IT, and you give them the steps, you give them obviously, right? But that's the thing, right? With humans, as we are, we we adapt differently. We view things differently. Different approaches, the tone, and maybe who you are. Um, Whatnot. I'll tell you a story, right? So, for instance, this may or may not help, right? I have a relative who went went to school for programming, right? And did programming, and then didn't do anything with it for, I don't know, 7 years, 6 years, something like that, and is now doing it, thankfully, right? And it's like, yeah, awesome, right? I have another relative who graduated high school, has an IT job right out of the get go. I have another relative who graduated college and it makes about half the money as the one who graduated high school, right? And can you imagine this, right? So here you have a high school student who, you know, is making, say, 36,000 a year, roughly, almost 40,000 a year, right? And then you have another relative who graduated college, making like 30,000 a year, 25, 30,000 a year. Anyway, and you say to the person who has a degree, you're like, I get it, you have a degree. Yeah, you want to get in that profession, right? All that, right? But why not try the IT thing? Why not try it? And still do that. You can always do that thing that you have a degree in, and that's really much advice for everybody. If you have a degree, you can always do that. The degree doesn't go away. But you're only, let's say, you're only 18 to 25 one time, basically. And the key is to earn as much money as possible, and then do what you want. Just have a nice cushion, nice money cushion, and then do what you want to do. Because strike while the iron's hot, basically. Otherwise, life will just pass you by, which is okay. It's no big deal, right? If that's what you want to do. And really, that's what I see as the big difference, right? And it's kind of frustrating sometimes because you see how easy it is, and I'm sure it's the same way if you're like a multi-millionaire who didn't have a high school diploma even, and you can see how easy it is, and then you talk to somebody who, like, why don't you get it, right? And that's kind of the same thing. And by the way, if you're out there and if you're a multimillionaire, and you want to give me advice on how to become a multimillionaire, please do that because I would love to have it. I'd probably take, even I take, even I take, 20% of your advice. That's still more than that's still good because it's coming from, a multimillionaire basically, and your perspective is different than mine. And I always see IT because I just see how easy it is to get a job in IT. And it's a little different than entrepreneur where you have to have a business, where you're starting a business and the work that goes into that. Because as you probably know, most people when it gets hard, they quit. And unfortunately, that's IT, by the way. I mean, just like anything else, if you get into a job and it's too hard, or you just see, if you keep saying why you can't, then you're never going to see why you can. And I guess what I'm saying is just do one thing a day, just one little thing a day, and you just do one thing. Okay, I did that. Yeah. Okay, good. Now I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't, wasn't there. The goal wasn't there. Okay, let me try again tomorrow. And by the way, it's very easy to become discouraged in IT, 100%, because not a lot of people are around you that want to help, and that's true, honestly, but there are some who do. And I will tell you that to kind of like, if you're new in IT, the one of the good things to do is to go to meetups actually. So go to a meetup and meet like-minded folks who do what you do. So yeah. So thanks for listening to this podcast and have a great day.